Hi VC. Yeah, just another update from me. It's been a while since I've done a regular vinyl update. But yeah, let's just get started. First, some singles. This is some Swedish singles in the 80s. There was a lot of Swedish bands that got some money from the government to make singles. So you can find so many 7-inch singles from bands that you've never heard of and only made one single. And I found a couple of cool ones. And there's a lot of melodic rock, the Scandinavian AOR melodic rock type bands. The first one is Shane, Let Me Be The One. Next up, Avalon, Baby You're My Love. And the last one, Tail, Jamie. Some pretty cool, obscure AOR melodic rock bands that tried to break through after the Europe type thing. So yeah, some cool stuff to have that's never been released on anything other than the 7-inch singles. Next up, some vinyl. The first one, an old one, Castle Black, Babes in Toyland. From 1985. Really cool picture. Found it in really good shape and couldn't let it go for the price. So next up, my only buy of the record store day releases. It's a soundtrack. Star Trek, the new reboot. Great soundtrack. And finally on vinyl. So cool. And this is on black vinyl. Star Trek. Next up, a Swedish all-star band. It's a one-man project with a lot of guest musicians. The vinyl sold out in 2 days, so I was lucky to get one. It's getting re-released on clear vinyl. This is the black vinyl version. And it's a Gathering of Kings. First Mission. I really love this color. Reminds me of the old Yes albums. I think it's the inspiration from that. And all those has been part of this album. Really good melodic rock, hard rock. Next up, this is an album I pre-ordered a long time ago but never arrived, so luckily they still had one left and sent it to me, and it's been on the way 2 months. But I finally got it. It's a Swedish prog metal, Dark Water, Human. Really, really love this band. Melodic prog. And the reason why I was lucky to get one of the last is because it's the Marvel vinyl version. I think it was only 100 pressed. Really, really good album. This is their third album. Great prog metal, like Seventh Wonder, Circus Maximus, a more melodic version of Dream Theater, much better vocalist. Next up, one of the best finds in the wild for a while. It's been a long time since I found some really cool stuff, but I finally got this one a couple of weeks ago. It's a Cats and Boots demonstration, East meet West. This was only released in Japan, and it also have the lyric sheets and the story in Japanese. But Cats and Boots made a full-length album later. Really cool sleaze metal, and this is actually their demo that's been released on vinyl. So pretty cool. I'm glad to find that. Next up, another soundtrack. I have this is the score. I have the soundtrack to this album, which is not easy to find. It's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This was released 2018. And this is the score by David Newman, and this has pretty cool tricolor vinyl. My first tricolor. A cool 80s soundtrack. A mix of synthesizers and orchestral music. Pretty cool. Next up, a re-release. This was actually Greeno that put this up and said it was re-released, so I had to get it. Canadian band Insane, Striptease. Look at that wick. Glad to finally have this one. This is the number 148 out of 500. Cool, glammy heavy metal from 1987. Next up, some AOR 3. This is called To the Power of 3 from 1988. High-tech, light AOR, some really good songs, great vocalists. Yeah, check them out if you like the softer side of 80s rock. Another re-release, or release on vinyl for the first time. This is Mother Earth from Within Temptation. This is released on 5,000 copies on colored vinyl. It's green vinyl. Green vinyl. Great album. The first album it was the first album I heard by them. The way I discovered them. I remember listening to this in the music store and thinking, that's pretty cool. Symphonic, gothic, female fronted metal from Holland. Or the Netherlands, or what you call it. But really, really cool album. This also has the bonus tracks. Next up, 2 copies of this. I pre-ordered it and I got them. And now they're sold out. So it's the Rocks Regime demos from Striper on random colored vinyl. Mine is like army green, and the other one is the same. I hope I got different colors, but the demos before they were called Striper was released on CD 10 years ago or something like that, but on vinyl for the first time with a couple of bonus tracks. But a cool addition, and the other one also. Next up, a Norwegian band, melodic rock, Disciples of Love. Has some classic rock influences. This was from 1991. Also have a booklet with all the lyrics. Pretty cool. So that's it. And the last one, re-release on vinyl, was released in 1992. A Scottish band with a female singer. Cool melodic hard rock. Released on the name of the album back then was TVD Generation. And now it's been re-released with a new cover and a new title called Keep the Fire Burning, Seeing Red. It was made in memory of the singer because she died a couple of years ago. So they made this in 2017 on red vinyl. A cool album if you like your melodic rock, hard rock from the early 90s. A little progressive sometimes, but a really cool album. Yeah, so that's it for me. What's playing in the background? 0 0, Heroes Live Forever. Some unreleased stuff. First 4 songs are from '86, and the next 5 songs, which we're hearing now, from 1993, and some songs they recorded in 2014. This was limited on 500 copies, but there's some really cool songs on this. So, yeah, that's it for me. Talk to you later. Hope to see some comments. Bye.